And that is how Vilnius became our super nice capital and got its name. I think it's romantic, don't you?
You are the fly in my soup. You are the eyelash in my eye. You are so busy blowing out bad vibes in every direction that we are all choking on your second-hand smoke.
Poland often comes off as the clingy so-called friend of Lithuania who treats him badly and rarely takes anything seriously. Let's not forget his Valley Girl speech.
Well, then I was all like, no. And then you were like, you are. And then he was all like, no, but then you are. And then I was all like, I kind of am.
However, Poland is noted to be quite serious and intelligent. His biggest problem is overly relying on one person as a security blanket, as he's shy around strangers and takes a while to warm up to a person, which also makes him come off as overbearing. This is shown with Lithuania, and before that he was quite close to his country's queen, not wanting her to get married, similar to a spoiled son. Hetalia chose to portray Poland this way as he didn't want people to think of Poland as a meek country victim to Germany and Russia. This is mostly a mask, as he is shown to be as nervous as Lithuania at times, and said to suffer similar stomach pains whenever stressed out. He is shown to be a capable fighter, religious, and quite confident in his looks. He isn't scared of Russia, and was one of the main contributors for the Allies in World War II.
Poland, I'm needing the help! He's taking me away! I wish you could see your face right now, it is hilarious!
Lithuania is the closest ally of Poland, who he treats rather badly. His over-reliance on Lithuania has caused issues in their relationship, yet Lithuania favors their relationship over the other Baltics. He tries his best to help Poland at the risk of punishment from Russia. Dreams about them reuniting. Gets jealous when Poland praises someone more than him. And went to live with Poland after World War II to rehabilitate. Showing Lithuania enjoys their time together. In recent time, Poland has become a better friend to Lithuania. Most likely over realizing the trauma Lithuania went through during their time apart. Hungary and Poland, despite their lack of screen time together, are extremely close. This is represented by their country's long friendship since medieval times. There's even an holiday about their cherished relationship. In terms of canon, Hungary is a tomboy with a girly side and Poland is an effeminate guy with an occasional tough side. Both idealize being princes, are fond of Italy, and also have a dislike towards Prussia. Speaking of which, despite living together in their youth, Poland and Prussia rarely got along. Prussia, as the Teutonic Knights often rebelled against him leading up to the Battle of Grunwald, which Prussia lost. As some form of revenge, Prussia has helped in all of Poland's partitions. Despite this, Poland was the eventual winner, as most of Prussia's land is now Polish territory. In modern times, the two still bicker, with Prussia purposefully misremembering his name, and the two sticking their tongues at each other like schoolyard children. While they fight, they are shown to be very similar to each other. Warriors. Over-emotional. Obnoxious. And insecure individuals. Poland is notable for being one of the few nations who isn't scared of Russia. He has fought him enough times for Russia to think of his partitions as a hobby. Poland has managed to make Russia cry, and historically caused internal discord for Russia with forged letters. Russia ended up getting revenge, and with help from Germany, he eventually had Poland under the Eastern Bloc. While Russia may think of them as friends, similar to Lithuania, Poland is stressed out by Russia's bouts of cruelty. Russia was voted as the most hated country by the Polish people. Poland and Italy have been close since childhood. They both worked under Austria, and bonded over their goals for independence. Poland admires Italy very much and helps him in his wacky schemes. Italy is one of the few people Poland can talk to. They both also have each other's names in their national anthems. Ukraine and Poland are shown to be quite close. Ukraine seems used to compromising to Poland's demands. This may have something to do with Poland historically treating Ukrainians badly in the past. They are on better terms in modern day. Both have a similar relationship with Russia. Poland has no issues showing support for Ukraine against him. These two were allies before Austria participated in the partitions. Poland worked under Austria for some time. Out of the three partitioners, Austria gave Poland a bit more freedom. Poland is one of Belarus's many prank call victims. Unlike Lithuania, Poland isn't blind to her violent tendencies. Ironically, acting as the voice of reason of the trio, Belarus complains about both Lithuania and Poland bothering her, to which Latvia hints at the two of them possibly having a crush on her. Though this is Latvia we're talking about. Historically, these two have a bit of bad blood. Japan and Poland have a bit of interesting history not really explored in canon. Apparently the two were united due to their hatred of Russia, with Japan relying on Polish spies. Japan even wanted Poland to join the Axis. He, and Italy, were against Germany invading Poland, and still kept communications up with the Polish due to not agreeing with Germany and Russia's sudden team up. Even when Poland declared war on them, Japan refused. They also helped smuggled Polish Jews. In modern times, Japan is liked by the Polish people. Poland is one of the many countries fearful of Sweden. Sweden took half of Estonia and Latvia from Poland. Somehow, there's a debate between the two countries over artworks and other possessions stolen during the deluge. A period of time where the two fought over religious beliefs. Sweden responded by destroying everything he could in the Commonwealth. The two fought a lot, especially in the Great Northern War, which greatly weakened Poland despite his victory, indirectly making him a perfect target. However, during World War II, Sweden was an ally to the Polish resistance despite being neutral. Since the end of World War II and the end of its era of communism, the Poles have viewed Western countries such as America, England, and France highly, maybe in an attempt to escape its communist past. Poles rank Americans rather highly compared to other European countries. Poland in return is seen as a loyal ally by Americans, with America being a lover of justice and happy endings. Poland probably admires him due to his own motto on freedom. Similar to England and France, America might be blind to Poland's plight as he tends to have a self-centered view despite his good intentions. The Polish people are very close to their neighbors, maybe due to their shared history of striving for independence. An unfortunate stay at Russia's house during the Eastern Bloc. Slovakians also have bad blood with Hungarians, which the Polish people are close with. Czech is similar to Poland, being quite haughty.